The Stone and the Prayer, a tale of faith and patience. In the ancient city of Basra, there lived a humble scholar named Ibrahim. He was a man of great knowledge and wisdom, but more than that, he was known for his unwavering faith in Allah. Despite facing many hardships, he never missed a prayer, never complained, and always trusted in the divine plan. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the horizon, Ibrahim sat by the banks of the great river that flowed through Basra. His heart was heavy. He had spent years teaching, guiding, and helping people, yet his own life remained difficult. His income was meager, his home was simple, and the trials of the world weighed on him. As he sat there, lost in thought, he picked up a small stone from the riverbank and stared at it. It was smooth, worn by the water over the years. A thought crossed his mind: if water, which is soft, can shape stone, which is hard, then surely patience and faith can change my fate. With renewed determination, he stood up and walked toward the masjid for the Isha prayer. One day, a wealthy merchant visited Ibrahim. The man had heard of his wisdom and sought his advice. "Sheikh," the merchant said, "I have everything: wealth, a beautiful home, and a flourishing business. But my heart is restless. I feel no peace. What should I do?" Ibrahim smiled gently. "Come with me." He led the merchant to the river and handed him a small stone. "Drop this stone into the water," Ibrahim said. The merchant obeyed, watching as the stone sank to the bottom. "Now," Ibrahim continued, "reach into the water and feel the riverbed." The merchant hesitated but did as he was told. His fingers brushed against thousands of smooth stones beneath the flowing water. "Notice something?" Ibrahim asked. The merchant nodded. "The stones are smooth." Ibrahim smiled. "That is the secret of faith. The constant flow of water, though soft, has shaped the hardest of stones. Just like that, the remembrance of Allah and patience through trials soften the hardest of hearts and bring peace to the most troubled soul." Tears welled up in the merchant's eyes. He understood now, peace was not in wealth, but in the nearness to Allah. That very night, as Ibrahim returned home, he found his simple house in flames. His books, his modest belongings, everything was turning to ash. People gathered, whispering in shock. A man from the crowd ran to him. "Sheikh, someone set fire to your home. We saw a shadow fleeing into the night." Ibrahim stood silent, watching the fire consume everything he owned. The people expected him to wail in sorrow, to curse the unknown culprit. But instead, he closed his eyes and whispered, "From Allah we came, and to Him we shall return." He turned to the people and said, "If a thief steals my home, he has only taken what was never mine to begin with. But if he has stolen my patience, then he has truly taken something from me." The crowd was stunned. Even in the face of loss, Ibrahim remained steadfast. That night, with nowhere to stay, he slept in the masjid. The next morning, a royal messenger arrived at the masjid, seeking Ibrahim. "The ruler of Basra requests your presence," the messenger announced. Ibrahim, still wearing the same soot-stained robe from the night before, followed him to the palace. The ruler greeted him warmly. "Sheikh Ibrahim, I have heard much about you. Last night, my spies informed me that your house was burned down by envious men who wished to harm you. And yet, you did not curse them. You did not despair. Instead, you trusted in Allah." He paused, then continued, "Such faith is rare. I was a man who once doubted Allah's wisdom, but today, you have shown me what true faith looks like. As a token of my respect, I offer you a new home, one grander than before, and a school where you can continue to teach, without worry of livelihood." Ibrahim smiled. "My Lord provides in ways beyond our understanding." That evening, Ibrahim stood once again by the river, watching its waters flow. He picked up another stone and threw it in, watching it disappear beneath the surface. Like the stone in the river, he whispered, "Our hardships shape us, but if we trust in Allah, we will emerge polished, softened, and stronger than before." And so, long after Ibrahim had passed, the school he built remained a place of knowledge, and the story of his patience was told for generations, reminding people that faith is the stone that no hardship can break. Moral of the story: faith and patience turn trials into blessings. True peace comes from remembering Allah, not from wealth or status. Hardships may strike, but trust in Allah, and He will provide in unexpected ways. When you remain steadfast, even kings will bow to the power of faith.